Hi everyone, welcome back to. Hi everyone, welcome back to. What session is this now? I didn't even remember.
Session 8.
8 now. Wow. It's about time we had a sponsor as well. I think after 8 sessions, we finally have a sponsor. I'll just read it out. Hang on. I'll just get me. Right. Okay. So this sponsor came to us yesterday after the last session. Have you been affected by a fire that wasn't your fault recently? Call Neverwinter Insurance. We'll make sure that everything you lost isn't gone forever. So they're sponsoring us today.
And I.
So yeah, welcome to session 8.
You're excited.
There's nothing written there. I just made that up.
Beautiful.
I got panicky. Yeah.
Good, so we're starting the session with lies, so start swimming to go on.
Yeah.
I mean, it can only go up.
I feel like
Oh, I'm sorry, Jen. Do you want to have a real sponsor lined up next week, next session?
Your
I feel like there's going to be a lot of lies this session.
Jen can do the sponsor next session. Cool.
Okay.
Cool. Well, thanks, Elle. Who wants to do?
L. Why did you say that really weird?
I don't know, because I'm starting to decide my words in my head.
Just the letter.
Who would like to recap the wonderful?
Wizard of Oz.
Jen keeps the best notes.
They have to
Yeah.
recap in character.
I think actually the person that's caused what's about to happen should do the recap for last session in character. So Rafe, if you would like to.
Oh,
I'll see if I can read what I wrote.
No. I'll see if I can read.
In character, I'll see if I can read.
Right. So, what happened was, this man who was in the thing with his bodyguards, he wants this package, and he's supposed to be getting it for Corvin, but he keeps mentioning she. We're in big trouble because everyone dead, and package gone. And he thinks we've stolen this package, but we didn't steal the package. And we find this big hole. There was a big hole in a wall, and we think that's where the package was stolen from. It wasn't a magical hole.
Jesus Christ.
Magda finds some letters that proves it's Corvin's package.
if this ain't shit, what is?
Luna then burns down the place. We hear some guards coming, so we all scarper. Decide we're going to go meet back at the ball, but all go in separate directions. Some people are followed on the way back, but we all make it back and decide to head over to the Blade Barracks.
I love that you completely ignored the entire thing that got us to that point in the first place.
Yeah, well, that's what happened last time.
Well, because that was the big
That was that session. That was
Yeah.
before.
But I mean,
No, we just did that.
So, yeah.
That's how it
Catherine found a piece of armor that was very obviously then distinguished as part of a warforge.
Yes, she did. Khan has also, the Zentarium, has also basically said that you have lost the package, so it is now your responsibility to find this.
Absolute fucking
He
bullshit.
needs to go and talk to the
We didn't
boss.
do shit. That would have happened
He
if
needs
you
to
weren't
go.
there. Oh no, actually that's what he said. We caused the disruption and that's what allowed the package to get stolen.
So he has given you a sending stone, which he will contact you on once he has
Which
spoken
I
to
have,
the boss.
which is going to be fun.
We also found out that tall fellow has been assassinated.
Yes, we found his body. There was no like sort of marks on there, was it? Or was there a slit throat?
He does straight
That was
split,
it,
yeah.
but it was clearly an assassination, and it was clean and it was precise.
He's a professional.
also, it seems like the Warforged is definitely following us. Or something is following us.
Yeah, my friend.
from
I've
roof
got
to
another
roof.
one that says, top boss,
Pinocchio.
old man is too old.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what that means.
That was the
He basically said,
wasn't it?
yeah, because you guys found out about Scarron and a tiefling, didn't you?
Yes, okay, yeah.
But Scarron is old. He basically said, like, Scarron is sort of like, think of it like the Godfather. He don't really do much. He just sits in an office. But
I completely understood.
yeah, but the tiefling's running it.
The floaty Don.
Scarron's more of a figurehead at this point.
Floaty one.
The floaty
Yeah,
one.
a very floaty.
So yeah, you then went back to the pub. You had your
Oh yeah, we've got all that bit, haven't we?
yeah. You hid in the cellar for a bit, drank some wine, went oh fuck, what are we gonna do? Then you decided to go back to the Blades, of all places.
Of all
Into
places,
the-
why do you say like that?
The newly prepared barracks that
Well,
Lyra had offered you.
I think it's best if we stick together.
I mean, there was also the fact that the fire from the docks didn't seem to
that
be getting any
doesn't look like
smaller.
it's going down, does it?
No.
No.
And which is, I do remember voicing this worry early doors, like twice, I think. Oh, there was a moment between me and Luna as well, which was fun. Almost got blood bended.
Yeah. Luna wasn't very well.
Yeah, oh no, but then she doesn't recall any of it either, which is also worrying.
You could unpick all that later.
In prison.
Yeah, in prison.
While
If
we're
we let
hanging
that on.
from the gallows.
We're not going
It's back and we open, and each one of us is on a different cart, being spoken to by a Nord.
You're finally
Only
awake.
awake.
So you went back to the Blades, and when you arrive at the Blades, it's night. You're sort of ushered in by a night porter. You've got a key, so you make your way up to the barracks that have been shown to you. It's a simple room. It's one big room. It's got its own sort of bathroom off to one side, but essentially it's just a room with 7 beds.
Oh.
You've all got a trunk at the end of the bed.
That's pretty handy. How many there is?
I know. So you all pick a bed. You settle down for the night, and I think you had a long rest, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the long rest, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
I'm going to
Yeah,
try and position myself next to Jacqueline, but away from Luna
okay,
as much as I
you
can.
freaked about a bit, I think.
A little bit.
Good.
I'm connecting the dots and about magic. When I got lockjaw, I've got seeing what she's been doing. I definitely understand that she did that to me.
Don't worry about.
Is there anything anybody wanted to do before you went to sleep, or are you just going back and resting and seeing what the morning brings?
Go on.
I'm gonna use my cook treats.
Ooh.
Feet. My chef feet. I'm gonna cook some treats. Spend an hour doing a bit of cooking.
You the pastry woman this time.
What are you cooking?
I am the one who
Like
makes
the
these treats.
whipping up.
I am gonna whip up.
Bear in mind that all of your things are still back at the Moonstone, so you've only got what you've got on you.
It's fine.
Would there not be like a mess hall or something in the barracks?
You could probably go for a wander and find something, yeah?
Yeah. I'm gonna say rather than doing it before I go to bed, I'm gonna like get up early if I can. Like earlier than everyone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go down to the mess hall and just make something simple, like I don't know, some cheesy bread or something like that.
Okay, we'll come back to that.
God, I want that now.
Is there anything anybody wanted to do before they went to sleep?
I am gonna sort of like sit up a little bit, like sort of doom scrolling my leaflets and like the little holy book, and sort of wondering why this god?
Jackarin would have done his prayers before he went to sleep. By the way,
I would have sort of followed suit, as I've probably done the prayers together, like kneeling at the edge of the bed, all that sort of stuff. I think I would have had a couple of books in my satchel from the House of Knowledge. Is that right?
Did you take any books?
Fair enough. I'm thinking about them. I'm thinking about what my passions are, and comparing that to why am I following Milil. I like the harmonica, but maybe I just did that because.
Okay.
And who I am and my god doesn't really align. So I'm questioning a little bit while I go to bed. I'm sort of sitting up a little bit, like I say.
You sit up for a few hours and have an existential crisis.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, enough to still get like a good amount of sleep, though.
I pray for protection.
Okay.
Are there any grounds? Like, does the Blades headquarters have grounds?
So it has like a walled garden out the back. It's not particularly massive, but it's sort of got like a small training yard in, and there's like a place you can sit. It's not like a garden per se. It's been turned into more of a functional area.
Could I go for a walk and not very subtly indicate for Luna to come with me?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay. Yeah. This before you go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess I mean, if I'm sat up and I would have seen this,
you see them leave.
I'm just
I'm not trying to sneak. Just
Rafe sees this, and he's like, "All right."
if you want.
Come on.
For my chopped liver.
Come
And he gets up and he's smiling, and he's like, he shuffles along. He's like, "Yeah."
I'd also like to state for the record that I feed me budgie.
You feed your budgie.
Feed me budgie.
You've got a budgie. Oh,
I
no.
love a
That sounds
budgie.
weird now.
Okay, so you head down.
How weird if I said pack.
The blade is empty. Like, there's no one around. You see, like, the most you see is like there is a night porter that sort of waddles about the place, sort of like the Tomb Raider butler. They've got this. He showed you up to your room, and you sort of went, "We know where it is. You're all right," and left him on the stairs.
I want to lock him in the freezer.
He's still following us now.
Yeah, put him in the freezer.
Freezer.
Yeah, please.
He'll get to us at 3 a.m. and then knock on the door to say this is
You
our
head outside, and like I say, it's not the biggest of gardens, but there's enough like place to sit and sort of have a little stroll. There's a little training yard out there. What do you guys want to do?
I would like to get a little bit away from the building and turn to Luna and just say, "What the fuck was that?"
What bit? What?
The blood bit, the trance bit, the you can't remember anything bit. What is happening? Are you okay?
I don't know. I haven't been completely honest with you two, and not sure if I can be yet.
I mean, that's okay, as long as you're okay.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna hurt yourself.
Sorry, a carriage went by. What did he say?
You're not hurt yourself.
No, just so you've known that my druid magic is a bit off.
Unusual is how I would have phrased it, but yeah.
Yeah, it's
Different.
Yeah, it's getting worse.
What do you mean worse? What was bad to begin with?
And I'm gonna as you ask that, Luna pulls her hair across from her left eye, and you see it's just completely black, and a couple little like lines of black coming off it.
I don't start per se, but you get very raised eyebrows,
Yeah.
and I wait for you to explain.
I don't know what.
Do you need to
type-
see a doctor?
No, I don't really like that kind of thing. You know, I don't really like getting healed.
Up to you, though.
You've never asked me why we had to leave so suddenly all those years ago. And
If it
I
was
will tell
business,
you.
you'd tell me.
I will tell you at some point. But it's getting harder to understand what this is. I need to find out what type of druid magic this is. Because I really don't understand it anymore, and it's getting harder.
I mean, who would be able to help?
I was hoping we could go back to that house of knowledge properly, and you think all these years I never actually thought to go in and actually look through books or anything.
I mean, Benedict, you've read more books than all of us put together. Have you ever come across anything like this?
Can I roll a history?
Why did you say that out loud?
I was waiting for that response. That's what I was waiting for.
I'm gonna roll history.
What are you trying to remember?
Whether there's like anything, or maybe an arcana of like, is this like caused by magic? Is it like a mutation? Is it naturally occurring kind of thing?
You know what? I would say, because of your subclass, roll an Arcana to see if it's like a mutation or something like that.
Come on. 15.
15. This is clearly not natural. You can literally just tell that from looking at it. This is an affliction. So this is something you don't know the cause, but you've known Luna for a long time. And now you see her eye, and you sort of look at the rest of her and you think back to things you've read and seen. This is something that strikes you is only going to get worse.
Oh, shit.
What?
I don't think it's going to get any better.
I had a feeling.
And I'm not sure if there are any cures, but we can research it and we can find out more.
Well, hopefully we get a chance.
We'll make a chance.
I just don't want to hurt anyone.
I'm worried about you hurting you.
That'll be fine.
Do you feel like you lose control?
Not really. I kind of enjoy it.
Good. That's our Luna.
That was the most perfect music change so far, I think. That was so good. I didn't do that. That was completely accidental. But I'm
It's
taking
booty
it.
It calms me when I use that power. Whatever it is.
I think that's maybe because of what's causing it, though.
Maybe. We need to find out more.
Yeah. I think first chance we get, we head back to House of Knowledge. See if we can speak to the guy we spoke to last time. He was lovely. He might be able to help. Or at least point us in the right direction.
I'll tell you more about things soon. but yeah, you have to give me some time.
Fine. But if you need help,
I
please talk to both of us. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Agreed. I just wanted to say I'm sorry for how I acted at the warehouse.
What even happened?
Oh, it was an accident. You don't have to apologise for that.
It was a bit rash. Just got so caught up. And that guy was a dickhead.
He was a dickhead. I didn't mean to kill him. No, I think we all went a little over the top there.
You've been playing
Well-
Wraith for too long.
You might be right.
Need to get your fancy private school boy back for a few. I think.
Shall we head in?
Yeah.
Get some rest.
Yes, please.
I'd like to still be up as they come back.
So as you come back, you see Rin still sat on his bed, having his existential crisis.
Luna does not look
Not so subtly watching you, trying to figure out what's going on.
I'm tracking, and I'm like, I'm not a subtle person. I'm hey guys, you good? You good?
Yeah.
You good? Sorry, I forgot my accent.
Yeah, we're off.
All right.
I think we're off to bed now, mate.
Well, you're not off anywhere. It's a big bedroom, isn't it?
Well,
You good? Everyone's okay? Do you need any looking after? I mean, I've got a lot of. You okay? Yeah, everyone's okay. I know it was a really harsh day, you know.
I think we're all right. Are you
thanks,
okay?
mate.
I'm going to roll out.
I'm not okay. No.
You look like you're having a bit of a meltdown. I won't
Yeah,
lie.
I killed a man today.
Would you?
I didn't want to
would you
kill
like
him.
to-
No, me neither.
I'm good, but not good at the same time. It's a weird one. I'm probably going to stay up and think a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Do you try and switch off at some point?
Yeah.
I walk past her, give him kind of smack on the shoulder. Let me know if you need. I'm only 3 foot. Come on.
There is surprising strength in that 3 foot.
You're straight. I'm a big strong orc, and you're not. You can. I think we could hold our own against each other. Really, I've seen you fight.
Really interested.
I mean, if not that I want it mechanically played, but it's like if you don't mind like sitting up and playing cards for a bit.
I can do that.
I just want some company.
A little bit. I think I just need to talk to someone that's a sort of gesture over to a snoring Jackarin that talks back.
I'd say that. I say for comedic timing, you just hear Jackarin grunt and then snore, as though
you mean
he
that
was
doesn't count?
agreeing.
Yeah, and if it's like sort of a common room just to like sort of play cards with Risen, that'd be nice.
Yeah, you can find a little room easy enough, and I'd say you guys sort of play cards for a couple of hours until you're tired.
Well, it's more like I do want to like delve into like my losing faith vibe with her, and like Jackarin's so like sort of single-minded with his commitment to Millie, and I just think she's a bit.
Not quite all that.
It's just the reason we came here was basically, our leader of our temple back home, just a little village outside Neverwinter. You probably haven't even heard of it. They're just a bit flouncy and non-committal, and we do all this stuff for them, and then they just like waste everything. We collect money for them to like improve the temple, and they just piss it away basically. And I think I'm over it.
I mean, have you spoken to anyone from a small village? It can be very kind of self-enclosed. Have you spoken to anyone outside of your little temple of the same religion? All like that?
Not really. I don't think anybody else knows about it. So we're trying to spread the word of Millie, but I don't think it needs to happen.
Oh, so it's just your tiny little.
I've never encountered it outside. I mean, I go pass a leaflet over and like this is them, you know.
I take the leaflet. I kind of have a quick flick through.
Like it's got of music and performance and love and harmony and all that sort of stuff. And
I mean, it sounds like lovely stuff you're spreading.
Yeah, I mean, like the concept of it is lovely and nice, but the practice is like getting high and doing nothing. And the whole point is that we're trying to find someone to. I'm probably oversharing. I mean, I'm sure James is screwing. Is that we want someone else to take over and actually do good for the temple? But to be honest, I don't think I'm worshipping the right person. Daily.
I mean, what would be the difference between doing good for the temple and just doing good in general?
I mean.
Playing Go Fish, but okay.
We made up this story that we got like a calling from Millie herself to come out and spread the word. But yeah, I mean, talking to Anthus, I kind of just that whole vibe of knowledge and learning more seems more my vibe.
I mean, yeah, if you're basing it off, not wanting to say it's made up, but if you're kind of running on things that don't have much foundation to them, it's not going to take much to topple that over, is it?
Yeah.
Especially if you're more into the reading and knowledge side of things.
Yeah,
you're going to start asking questions.
I just want to know stuff. But anyway, no, we should go to bed. Thanks for listening, and it's getting late.
It's all right.
I think I needed someone to speak to that wasn't Jackham, really. It's like I love him dearly, but he can be a bit stoic. It can be very stoic at times. And thank you.
No, that's all right. I think our little trio is planning on heading back to the House of Knowledge at some point, so if you did want to tag along.
Oh yeah, I mean, so I've gone there a few times, and any time there I'm happy, really.
It's lovely there. I see why you like it so much.
Lanthus is just a lovely man.
So helpful. We were gonna try and get a word with him actually, so
I've got an in already with him. I'm there every other day almost, so
that would be really good actually if you could give us a hand there. I think we need his help with something, so
100%. I mean, we're a team, aren't we?
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
I give the indication to give a high five. My fucking shovels. No, I don't do that. Like, so I put it to an obvious level to actually make it not jumpable.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, they are still like twice your size, the hands.
Still, tiny high five.
All right, nice chatting.
Yeah. Thank you.
You guys are going to head up and settle down?
Yeah.
I was going to ask if I can talk to my bloodjurigar for nights.
For nights.
I'm going to get into bed, but I'm going to put my cane on the pillow next to me so that the beak is like facing me. So I'm like lying on the side of the pillow, like face on, with the little beak like looking at me on my pillow.
Mm-hmm.
And out loud so the whole room can actually hear me. I'm like, hello? Are you cross with me? Hello, Mr. Budgie? Are you there?
What?
Are you cross with me?
No.
I'm getting the impression that you might be a bit cross with me.
And what, Miss Tuffins, would give you that impression that I am cross with you?
Because I got a lovely bird. You were supposed to be the only bird in my life. Well, I want you to know, Mr. Budgie, that nothing is going to change. And you are still going to be very important to me. Literally speaking to it like a child going through a divorce.
Why'd you need him?
Well, he's very cute. And
It's just like one of the eyes on the bludgeoning guy just like turns really shiny and amber for a second, and he's like, "So am I."
Well, you see, I've only ever really seen you in your weapon or walking stick form. But you do have to remember that the only reason why I do love Budgie so much is because I've had you for such a long time. So really, Dorcas is almost like a tribute to you.
I thought his name was Barry.
No, his name is Dorcas, but some fool keeps calling him Barry.
You don't hear anything for a minute, for like, no, not a minute, but like 20 seconds, and you just get, oh, fine then. I can't stay mad, can I?
Well, that's good to hear.
It's alright, he is quite cute.
Well,
you know, before I was a stick, I kept a lot of birds myself, actually, including budgies. Quite a lot of them.
Sorry, before you were a stick, what were you, a tree?
I don't know if that's a joke, Miss Tuffins.
Well, no, I'm quite serious. Surely you were on a tree.
A bloody tree. Well, a stick was on a tree. Of course it was. All sticks come from trees.
That's what I meant.
I wasn't born a stick, was I?
Well, I don't know. Why are you a stick then? Were you actually born a mole and became a stick? Is that what this is?
Yeah, that's it. Fucking hell. How many people have you met have gone, all right, sorry. I'm not, actually. You're the only one who can hear me. Who gives a fuck?
The whole room could just hear my side of the conversation.
Got pillows over my ears trying to get to sleep.
I wasn't born a bloody stick, was I?
Stop blood.
I don't know. Were you born a stick? What?
How many sticks have you ever heard of being born?
I wouldn't like to assume how sticks like to be referred to.
Stick. I was a person once, long time ago.
You were a person.
Yeah, or someone would be bloody talking and stuff, would I?
I don't know. I don't know anything about talking sticks or otherwise.
Well, I wasn't born a stick.
Well, what were you?
When
born?
I was a person.
What were you?
Birds.
What were you born? What kind of person?
Kind of person.
Were you like?
Ready.
Were you like me?
No.
I mean, were you like me? You know.
No, I wasn't like you.
Oh. Well,
Although,
I'd quite.
listen, I'm sorry I got mad about the budgie. It's odd being inside a stick.
I'm sure. Must be very. Well, mustn't have very much room in there.
Well, it's not really like that. I'm not like trapped inside like a physical thing.
Oh. So it's like a Pokeball.
A what? Like a pumpkin.
So-
What?
No. So what? Is it just like your mind that's in there?
Yeah, no, my consciousness. But it's been such a long time, and I was lost for a very long time until your mum found me. Oh, I do miss her quite a lot. I mean,
Do you
you're
know-
nice. Now that we can talk.
Am I like her?
Yeah. Quite a lot.
Is that good?
I like it.
Father always said that she was difficult.
Oh, your dad was always scared of what she was and what she could do. He loved her, I think, but he didn't like that side.
He loved me too, I think, but he didn't like that about me either. And I
Well,
think that he
people-
didn't tell me a lot of things. And now I've gone out into the world. And I'm not really prepared for it.
You do keep saying quite silly stuff.
Well, I can't help that.
But you got these lot now. They'll probably help you, I reckon.
Yes, I know, but I think they've gotten me into more trouble than I've ever gotten myself into. Again,
Or,
this is said where the whole room can hear me.
I would say probably by this point everyone is kind of asleep anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I enjoyed immensely what happened.
Well, I didn't hate it, if I'm honest.
No, I can tell.
But I think that I should have.
Why?
But because I thought we weren't going to kill anybody, and I don't really like that bit. I quite like hitting people. That's quite fun.
Well, unfortunately, it's quite a common byproduct of hitting, killing, especially when you're doing it with a massive mace and you're doing it quite hard.
But I was trying not to. But then,
You weren't really.
well,
though,
one
were
person.
you?
No, I
You forget,
was.
I'm in your head, Miss Tuffins. You weren't really.
I was worried after one went down that they would be able to tie us to it.
Then you may as well just fucking crack some skulls. Yeah, I'll get it.
But if they don't deserve their skulls to be cracked.
Well, you don't know. I mean,
Now, I'll
They
admit
seem
I won't
very
use
nice,
the same
didn't they?
language that Wraith used about it, but they weren't very nice people.
well, any justification is a justification. That's right, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
No, I don't know either. I just like it when you hit stuff.
I quite like it when I hit stuff as well.
No. Listen, I gotta go. But we'll talk about your mum a bit more when you're more ready, I think.
Okay.
What?
It was nice to talk to you.
No, Miss Tuffins.
Good
And then
night.
just as you think he's gone, you just hear night talkers. And then nothing. So you
That was the
all...
sound a budgie makes, obviously.
Was it? Are you sure?
I thought there was one in the room.
Oh,
Don't get him started. Don't get him started.
Oh, God.
so you all go to bed and have a long rest.
Yay!
The events of the last evening weighed heavily for various reasons on your minds. Magda, you said you wanted to get up a bit earlier than everyone else, and
Bit earlier, yeah. Yeah.
Indara will already be awake because she only really needs to sleep for.
Are you staying in the room?
No, I will probably go out with her. I have changed my season. I am autumn now, so I've got like very deep red hair, and I've got like a sort of goldy orangey cast to my skin going on.
Nice. So yeah, Magda, you wait. Everyone else is still passed out, apart from Indara. It's still quite early. You both get up. You go down to find some food. You find like the mess hall. You find a larder. There's no one there. Like you are early hours of the morning at the minute. Are you gonna cook down, make bits down here, or are you just gonna take some supplies and go back up to the room and wait for everyone to wake up?
No, I'm going to cook down here and make sure that I clean down properly and stuff.
Okay.
Indara's just gonna like check all of her kit and make sure there's no stray bits of warehouse or person.
You degore your bow and your sword. Whilst Magda cooks breakfast.
I'm gonna chuck her my cloth to like help. I'm gonna watch her like trying to scrub this stuff clean. I'm like, oh, don't use that on your sword. You'll ruin it. Hang on, wait.
You know very well how to keep a weaponry clean.
Be careful not to cut the cloth.
Yeah, don't cut cloth.
On pain of death.
This is more just like she will have cleaned it the night before, but this is more just like maintenance rather than quick.
So yeah, I'd say you're probably downstairs for a good sort of half an hour, 45 minutes, cleaning up, cleaning weapons. After you've made breakfast, you heading back up to the room?
Yeah, I'm gonna put my 2 treats in my bag. 2 treats. And I'm also, yeah. No, that's fine.
Whilst you're cooking and you sort of sat in the mess hall, you notice it's like the morning sun is starting to rise. It comes slowly through the windows and the light slowly filters into the guild hall. It does occur to you that it's unnaturally quiet. Like you've been here quite early morning before. Like you're at sort of 7, half 7, I'd say now. By the time you've cooking and stuff, and you think there probably should be people up and about, getting ready for the day. But the mess hall is empty. You don't hear any sounds throughout the guild hall.
Mm-hmm.
And as you leave and you head back up to the bedroom, there's almost an eerie silence throughout the corridors. It's the sun is up, the place is lit, but you don't see anyone.
Okay.
As you head back into the barracks, you notice everyone else is starting to stir awake.
Get on our horse and
Stir.
It's a bit quiet. It's much busier than this usually at the Moonstone, isn't it?
As I slowly wake, I take the bottom corner of Jacqueline's duvet and take it off.
I'm already awake. I'm already awake.
I don't do any of that.
And I'm just like,
oh, you're still in bed.
I just sigh. Huh? Yeah, I'm still in bed.
So I still
you steal the quilt, and I'm just like doing a little eye
on
roll.
the floor. I'm just being like an annoying brother.
I'm still laid down, and I'm like, well, I mean, I don't know, maybe they're busy.
Well, just stop roughhousing for a moment. Will you?
I reach over and I very gently start waking Luna up so she doesn't shit herself.
Something seems wrong.
I do kind of sit up slightly and go, I mean, when we went to sleep, the fire wasn't getting any smaller.
Sorry, Magda, I missed what you said. What's up?
It's just a bit quiet.
What do you mean?
When we were at the Moonstone, by this time of day, there'd be all sorts of people up and about getting everything ready, going off and doing their jobs. Now, I know obviously that this isn't...
There's a business and a tavern and stuff, right?
Yes, but this is a barracks. It should be busy.
Well, did they just build this for us, though? Have they set this up for us?
No.
Or is it something that's always existed?
No, as you say, you look around the room as you say that, and you notice there are sort of like carvings in the mantelpiece. There are you've all got like little bedside tables and chests on your bed, and there's pictures. And as you start opening drawers, you see there's little things that have been left behind. This has been used by many a people before you.
So there's not just 7 places; there's 7 beds set out for us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit up.
Good.
I was gonna say I'm gonna sit up further and be like, maybe we should get ready and get to business.
What are we doing? As I'm donning my armour, then.
I think we need to go and have a chat, don't we?
I forgot. I've lost track with who we need to speak to be honest with you, bruv.
I think we need to make sure we distance ourselves from
Shall we have a look if the city's been burnt down?
You could start, yeah.
There may be a reason that this place is quiet.
I didn't
From
jump out of bed and start getting ready.
From here, you would have no chance of seeing the river district. You would have to leave and travel.
Can you stick us on the world map? The city map, rather.
But you want to see it?
Yeah, please. Just so I can see judge distance.
We wouldn't be able to see anything from that district from here, though, right?
No.
Unless there's smoke still billowing up.
Don't.
So if you think you're all the way over here,
Yeah.
and it happened like over
13,
here.
yeah, 13.
It's quite a distance.
I mean, look, we probably need to go and talk to the boss.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Or we could go talk to someone on reception. See if everyone got sent
They do like us.
before we go.
And then I realise I'm talking to Luna, and I'm like, yeah, we should probably do that. Yeah. I sort of like trying to not make eye contact, basically, with Luna.
I can't just waltz into Lyra's offices anyway, so...
I give like a big, like hearty morning welcome grin to Risen.
I grin back.
Hey, Risen. Morning.
I'm quite hungry, so can we get some food on the way?
As my belly goes.
There's plenty of food in the kitchen. Dara and I have already had something to eat.
Oh, well. Thanks.
Well,
early risers.
Won't be up
It's
next
fine.
time.
I'll cook us something.
No, don't worry. We got it.
Fucking hostel. It's the hostel kitchen.
I wouldn't mind cooking you something.
I don't know. They want baking.
I am always hungry, so please wake me if you're making any food.
In my experience, waking someone who does not wish to be woken in the morning is a good way to get punched in the face.
So you counteract that by going, I'm waking you to feed you.
You still get punched in the face first.
I won't punch you in the face. I will say thank you. Yes, please.
Amazing. Now that I know this, I will.
Super. Thank you very much.
I mean, Magda, I feel like you're the best chef out of all of us, so if you wouldn't mind, that would be lovely.
I plaster a semi-genuine looking smile on my face, like, And I say, yeah, of course, yes, I'll go and cook everyone some meals. But internally, I'm like, oh, so I swap one job for caring for infants, and I suddenly pick up another one. Then that's just fine.
Can I see if I notice that ness?
I don't know. Are you going to make it? Magda's quite good at masking, so that's up to Magda, really.
Magda is very much used to not letting
Customer
the children
service
she cares
style.
for knowing that she is frustrated by them. She is generally quite patient, but she has more patience for children than she does for adults, being like a bit of an occupational hazard.
Yearning to help and want people to feel peace. I was like, basically say if I see it, I'm going to offer my help to help do the breakfast.
I would say that you wouldn't see it. She doesn't know you well enough to feel comfortable kind of showing those emotions to you. But also, she is very used to dealing with demanding children.
And I'd like to roll some insight, if I could.
It'll make sense later, but no.
Fair enough.
I don't say no often.
Which is why I asked, and I didn't roll.
I'd say you definitely wouldn't just be able to tell from looking at her.
I'm whistling then.
I mean, that makes Jen want to punch her in the face, but yeah.
Jen hates whistling.
Yes.
So Magda, are you heading back down to the kitchen then?
Yeah, I'm gonna head back down to the kitchen, but I would say that I feel quite uncomfortable, not about cooking food for grown fucking adults, but because this is very quiet, and we haven't had this in a while.
So everyone else is in the room, just sort of getting ready.
It happens.
Gonna suggest to someone if they want to come with me to the reception to just see if we can find out what is going on.
Yeah, I'll pop along with it.
Indara would have gone with Magda anyway. Indara's of the opinion that people should not be going any longer right now.
Yeah, and I'll follow Jacqueline.
Right. Cool. So as all four of you head towards the door, and Magda, you open the door, sort of half mumbling to yourself in your head, like, "Oh, fuck it, I'll just go make fucking." You almost walk into the figure stood outside the door, and have to stop yourself in the very last second. And as you look up, you see blocking the doorway, adorned in full armor, with a long sword on her hip, a very stoic-looking Lyra Shadowthorn.
Does she look awesome?
She looks like she'd fuck you up. And she looks down at you four, like trying to go out the door, and she's like, "I think breakfast will have to wait, don't you?"
Why?
Well, I did say they should have gotten up earlier.
Very good. Inside. Now.
Okay, yeah, let's go. I saw like usher.
She steps inside the room. She doesn't shut the door behind her. And she just stands there for a second, taking in everyone sort of wherever you're stood or sat on your beds. Before we begin this, do you have any idea of what you've done? Any at all? Feel free to speak, any of you.
Ellie.
Well,
I am so
what you,
sorry. This is all my fault.
It was all of our faults. It got really out of hand. We know we've really messed up. We didn't mean to.
Out of hand?
We know.
That's what we're going for, yes? Out of hand.
What's her last? The Shadowthorn?
Yeah.
Miss Shadowthorn, before we go, what? Can you give us a debrief? What's happened?
A debrief?
Okay. Yeah, what's why, what, how?
You see, as she stood there, she's got one hand like resting on this longsword on her hip. A debrief. How can I put this?
Yeah, bullet point
subtly?
it.
My bullet points are you've royally fucked up, despite all my warnings. The fire at the warehouse didn't just destroy property.
What did it do?
It burned down half of the docks in the river district.
Fuck.
Luckily, the guards and the city watch were quick on hand and managed to get everyone out in time, so there were no severe casualties.
But there were casualties.
But, I mean, that's just the end of this little shitstorm that you all cooked up last night, isn't it, really? I mean, before you were all identified and witnessed, starting a fight, murdering people. Very accurate descriptions from all the people around the warehouse district. Apart from one. And she shoots a look at you, Magda.
What do you mean?
A female half-orc, and a nice idea, but you gave me your resume, dear.
Oh yes, I did do that.
I think you need to understand how severely you fucked up here.
Oh.
How many
Dude.
casualties were there?
Can I help?
Not severe.
Can I?
No one died.
Okay.
Okay.
It's good.
So. She sighs
I'm gonna-
heavily.
As she does sigh,
Mm-hmm.
Jacqueline is going to mumble that Corvin's a dangerous man. What does she expect?
Sorry, what was that?
Can I throw something at him?
No. If you've got something to say, you're a big boy. Say it to me. Don't mumble it.
And he doesn't square up.
Square jaw.
He does get kind of a little bit fiery about the
Defensive.
fact that we came to the Blades.
Okay, so what are you saying to her?
Well, I mean, we did come to you,
You did.
and you sent us to
clearly.
Corvin.
I did. I also sent you to Brother Anthus and another contact.
Yes, but you know about Corvin.
I do, yes. That's why I sent you to him.
So
Did I
you
at
knew
any point-
the sort of thing?
Did I at any point encourage you to murder a load of people twice? One of which I did cover up for you and used the little bit of power the Blades have at the City Watch.
Yeah.
Did I encourage you to burn down a warehouse and destroy half of the docks, including many people's businesses? And at any point did I ever encourage you to fucking kill? To sneak in? You came to me for advice. I trusted you to make the right decisions.
Wait, sneak in. What are you talking about? Sneak in.
Into the warehouse.
We didn't. There was no sneaking. We didn't sneak nothing. What? Carry on.
No.
What do you think we've done? 'Cause I think you're alluding to something that we haven't done. Yes, we fucked up. But if you're thinking that we killed big fella,
Poor fellow.
nah. Yeah. Do you think we done that?
Somebody snuck in, killed
It wasn't.
him.
I tell you, it wasn't us. I will. I promise you, we have not done that.
No, he was dead by the time we got to him.
Oh shit! Wait.
He'd had his throat cut by someone.
It was a professional hit.
Yeah, there was a big hole in the wall.
We actually ended up investigating the place, and I'm gonna pass her the piece of armor that we found.
She takes it and she looks at it and she sort of slips it into like a pouch. And so was this before or after you murdered all of his guards?
Well, it got out of hand. We fought them. They fought us. And we We didn't.
We didn't have the intention.
Oh my god! It just like it got.
We found him after. We don't know when it happened, but we found him after.
It happened while I was bleeding out on the floor.
Yeah, they killed Luna. Bring to death. We came out on
My
top.
intention
And
was
there was
just
someone
to get
waiting for us.
Well, one of you go first. To get any.
It's just
My intention was to get the key and talk to Tallfellow before anyone could see us. And it all went wrong. And they started attacking, and before I knew it, I was on the floor and I was dying. Everyone else had to start protecting me.
They just walked out of the warehouse and started attacking you.
We asked for a distraction, it just didn't go as planned.
They weren't very nice, actually. They're really quite... Well, they kept pointing crossbows at us.
I'm going to go. She sort of stops and she looks and she furrows her brows a minute, and I'm going to go through a series of events.
I mean,
we've picked up this morning. Correct me if I'm wrong on any of it. 7 people were seen heading towards a warehouse in the docks. 2 half-orcs. A halfling. She looks at Luna and like cocks an eye. Human, dragonborn, an elf, and a female half-orc. Yes? Correct
yes,
so far?
that's us. Sort of.
Mostly.
They were then seen drunk, causing a ruckus outside said warehouse,
Okay.
being told to go away by armed guards.
Well,
It's not unusual around the warehouse district.
Oh, hold on.
Well,
let's just let
we were
let-
pretending to be drunk.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
they also pointed their weapons straight off. They didn't actually ever ask
Well, yes, they're guards,
nicely.
so they probably
I'm
will.
sorry. They the guards of Neverwinter.
Well, no, they're a private militia. We've got.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Carry on.
Okay, so the next one was a blue dragonborn was witnessed blasting one of these guards with magic unprovoked.
I mean, did they
And
hear what
then
they were saying
a
to
series-
us?
But did they attack you at all? At any
I
point?
We were
mean,
about to.
And you sure?
I mean,
Well, I mean, I
Pretty
don't know how much more
can I
loaded a
be sure,
crossbow
but
would
I'm
be.
pretty sure. Like, I did. They were pretty adamant they would shoot us if we didn't move away. And
So you thought the best course of action, rather than just moving away, was to brutally then leave a trail of bodies in your wake? Yes?
We had 2 people in the warehouse. We didn't want anything to happen to them.
So you did sneak into the warehouse. Lovely.
I see
To
what you mean
observe.
about sneaking in. I
Oh.
understand what you're saying now from earlier.
They didn't
Yeah.
sneak into us, though. They snuck in to try and get the key.
Nobody killed Tallfella. No, not one of us killed Tallfella.
Regardless,
time, we didn't
there
know
are
we
still
needed
bodies made by yourselves, and not for the first time.
I think we're going
Very
through
short
motions.
time.
I think we're going through motions, or you're going through this story. Like
I
you
think
know,
you're
we know.
entirely right. Rin.
How can we fix this?
I don't think we can fix this.
She sighs again, and for a second you see this like steely demeanor that she's had on her face as she enters the room. It softens slightly. I really did have high hopes for all of you.
You know, we're not.
Halfway through your
Badass.
sentence,
Yeah.
she takes her hand off her sword and she clicks her fingers. All 7 of you feel you freeze in place. Every muscle in your body locks as if you're bound by some form of like, invisible force. You go to speak and there is no words. You go to move and there is nothing. You can breathe, you can hear, you can see. Despite all of the semantics, I am very sorry to do this. And she takes her sword out, and she taps it twice on the floorboards. As she does, you hear multiple sets of footprints as you see guards start to file into the room and line the rooms either side of you. Leading them, you see a sort of taller man that Rizin you recognize immediately. You see him, he's slightly older, sort of adorned in armor that you can see doesn't really get used all that much anymore. Looks very pretty, very nice, sort of silver hair. It's like fucking chiseled. He looks like Desperate Dan if he was pretty.
Desperate Dan's pretty hot.
He is pretty hot. When you...
I'll back that later.
You immediately recognize this as Carrick Vale, who is the leader of the City Watch.
Damn it.
Only Risen recognizes this man. He enters. Yeah, he enters and he stands behind Lyra for a second, just sort of casting his view across the room. Lyra continues. She sheathes her sword. This guild has stood for a long time now, and it stands for order and discipline and protecting the city, not reckless destruction and murder. As of last night, you've made yourselves a liability to the Blades. Effective immediately, your membership is revoked, and the City Watch is here to take you in for questioning. I suggest for your sakes, you go quietly. She waves her hand again, and you all feel your chins raise and your hands lock behind your back. As this happens, a guard steps up to each of you. A collar is attached, and manacles are attached to your wrists. You see these collars on, like, out of the corner of your eyes on everyone else in the room, and you see the faintly glowing runes all around.
A magical collar, right?
Like a source collar.
Mm.
She looks at all of you one by one.
Is that Dragon Age?
Yeah. No,
Divinity.
that's Divinity, isn't it?
Yeah.
She flicks her fingers again. As she does, from wherever they were on your person, whether you'd stuck them to your armor or put them in your pockets, the insignias rise into the air. And one by one, all 7 go across the room into her hands. And as she closes her hand, you all regain control of yourselves. And she puts the insignias into a pouch.
We're sort of front marched out.
As you stand there, she looks at you one more time, and she looks as if she's going to say something else, and she actually just goes, Captain Vale, and she just leaves the room.
Before she leaves, I want to sort of try and catch her eye and just be like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Sure you are. And then she walks out. You watch as Eric steps forward, looks you all up and down. You watch as the guards who attach your manacles, they're still holding your wrists, ready to move you, essentially. By order of the Protectors' Council, you are under arrest for arson, reckless endangerment, and the destruction of property.
I thought we were just being taken in for questioning.
You will be escorted to the Hall of Justice, where you will be detained until questioned. The manacles around your wrist will be released. The collars will stay on when we arrive at our destination.
Can I ask what the collars do? They seem magical. I just want to make sure they're not going to hurt us.
Well, Lyra lets us know that you have magical abilities.
True. Yeah.
Whilst you're wearing these, you do not.
We're dampen it, yeah.
For our safety and the safety of the people of
No, of
Neverwinter.
course, I understand.
He claps his hands, and they start to shift you out of the blades. So they start
Do I
to
still have my
march you.
stick?
Huh?
Do I still have my stick?
Where was it? Was it in your hand when you...
Well, it would be because I use it to walk, but...
So, as you froze up, you would have dropped your stick, or it would have been taken when they... But as you are being frog marched out of the room, you watch as the remainder of the guards start to collect all of your belongings. What little bits you have. So, for right now, your stick is in the hands of the guards.
Okay. I am limping quite heavily.
This is noticed, and the guard that is escorting you, he puts enough weight on one side to sort of help you, but is still frog marching you.
Can I have my stick, please?
What?
Can I have my walking stick, please?
He looks at Vale, and Vale just nods. And yeah, the stick is then brought to you, but your hands are still tied behind your back.
I mean,
okay.
So he puts it in your hand and goes,
"Come on, so you did.
You
how many guards are there?
There's about 12.
Come on, I mean, it's like one person. Let her go out of the cuff so she can walk proper. Please."
Roll me a persuasion.
Where's Dorcas? Also.
In your hair, I'm presuming, where he's been living for the last 2 days.
Okay, I was just checking that the guards hadn't been like, you can't take your budget.
Won't be needing that in prison.
19.
19.
Need
16 plus 3, baby.
Vale looks at the guard walking Magda and sees that she is limping, and he nods. And your manacles are removed. You are given your stick. The collar remains on.
Okay.
And he then pulls out a crossbow, which he loads, cocks, and points at your back. This is walk. Follow the rest of them.
Right. She's not going to get very far, is she?
Rude.
We're cooperating. All right.
Here you are. Let's go. You are
I
filed
walk
out of the
quite
room.
sensibly at this point.
You are filed out of the room one by one. You are escorted through the corridors of the Blades, where now you see people and doors start to sort of open, and people are now peeking out to try and see what's going on in hushed whispers as you walk past. You marched out of the entrance into 3 carriages, all barred and covered, placed in the back with the guard to each of you as you set off across the city towards the Hall of Justice. And there we'll take a quick break.
Well, fuck.
Did you have to supply in the last 2 weeks?
I don't like it.
Or did you always have this in your fucking pocket?
I have had to rewrite quite a lot of the campaign. Right. Are we ready to begin?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Warren. You fucking wanker. So yeah, you are marched out of the Blades. You are placed into wagons, which then begin to slowly trundle across the city towards the Hall of Justice. Doesn't take long. It feels long. It's the longest 15 minutes of your entire lives.
So are we being walked down the street? Or are we going to
No,
carriages?
you walked out of the Blades into wagons. After about 15 minutes, you hear them come to a stop. The doors open, the guards sat next to each of you start to file you out. As you walked towards the Hall of Justice, it rises before you, and it is smaller but somehow more impressive than the House of Knowledge. It's just this imposing structure of gleaming white stone and polished marble. You see it like intricate carvings of scales and swords and shields adorn the archways and the doorways leading into this place. You see, sorry, the cat just brushed my leg and shat me right up then. You see at the apex of the doorway as you're coming in, there's rises above the main doors this huge stained glass window that you all immediately recognize as the form of Tyr, the god of justice, with his hand outstretched. As you approach the wide stone steps leading to the entrance, the silence is palpable, like your footsteps echo with every step you take. You see guards and priests and everything around these steps just fall silent as you all walk past. The air is crisp as you enter this place. It's carrying the faint sense of parchment and incense. You see two armored guards stand flanking the massive double doors in this polished plate mail with just zero expression on their face as you pass. The heavy doors are pushed and creak open as you enter, revealing the grand interior of the hall. You see light pours in through the stained glass above, casting these multicolored patterns onto this pristine stone floor below your feet. The main chamber is vast, its vaulted ceilings are soaring overhead. This place is huge inside. You see rows of wooden benches line the floor, leading towards a raised dais almost at the end of this hall, where a massive stone table sits carved with the insignia of Tyr. You are walked past all of this, just marched straight through, and you watch as the murmurings you heard when you first walk in, just as you come past, everyone goes silent, and you hear hushed whispers of what's going on. You walk straight past through this hall, taken down these stone steps as you slowly descend into what you can only imagine is going to be the cells. The further down you go, the polished marble disappears, this sort of grandeur, and there's still effigies and things of Tyr all around, carved into the walls and little alcoves and such. But you eventually, after what feels like an eternity walking through this place, the air goes damp, the light starts to fade, it becomes oil and candlelight, and you eventually reach a door that is pushed open, and you see just a plain stone basement with each wall aligned with cells. You are walked through this. You see there are other figures in various cells as you're walking through. You were taken to a cell, you were taken straight in, and the last cell on the right. Door is opened, you are put into the cell. You then hear one of the guards go, "Everyone line up. Backs to the door."
So we're in a shared cell.
Yeah.
So you all put into one cell, yeah, there's no one else in there. It's quite it's a fairly big cell. So you all line up with your hands behind you with your backs to the door. Your manacles are removed, but the collars are left. Vale, who has walked all of this way with you, or leading the procession, he then turns to you all and, "You'll be questioned soon. Think carefully about what you say."
Can I ask how soon?
Soon.
Okay.
And then walks off. You watch as he walks, the rest of the guards just file in perfect unison behind him and follow him out. So yeah, you now will find yourselves with these collars around your neck.
So we're unshackled.
Your hands are free.
Is there any is it just a stark room, or is there
so as you look around the cell, it is essentially just a bare stone walls all the way around. There's no windows. There's nothing else. There's one wall that is just bars with the door inset. There are benches and various stools around the edge where you can sit if you would like. But apart from that,
I slumped straight into one.
Okay.
So I said I got dressed in my armor. Would I still be in my armor?
So you are in your armor.
You're in common clothes.
No, if you got dressed and you're in your armor when Lyra walked in, then you are still in your armor. You have been stripped of all weapons, all items, all possessions.
Except for
including
my
the sending stone.
Huh?
Including the sending stone.
Sending stone.
What about my stick?
You've got your stick.
Okay.
And your budgie.
You managed to do a Gandalf with your stick. They would have taken everything on you.
I was thinking so many Gandalf references right then.
So yeah, you find yourselves in this cell.
I sit slumped, dejected, and it's the first time probably anyone here, maybe not Jackarin, but it's rare for him to see it as well. Not exuberant.
Well, this is a fine mess.
Well, no, actually, it's not really. Are messes ever fine?
It is sarcasm.
Oh
I
my
apologize.
God.
I should have
Stop.
I should have been clearer.
I'm gonna
What's he
sit
going to
next to
do?
Rin.
We are going to answer the questions. What else can we do?
But he just said, be careful what we say. What did he mean?
He means
That he
be
wants
truthful.
the truth and not any bullshit.
It's all bullshit, really, though, isn't it? Fuck.
We have some people here who are quite good at obfuscating and not
What does that
necessarily
mean?
giving
I don't know
straight
that word.
answers.
No, I don't know what
We're
that
not
word means
working.
either.
They fudge around the truth.
Well, I lied, but
Oh.
going a little bit around about.
Bending the truth.
Yeah, okay.
Why
will
didn't you
not
just
work.
say that?
Well, there's words for everything. So
Because when one has an education,
you know.
one has the irrepressible need to infect other people with it.
That's okay. I'm happy to learn stuff.
I think I should try and take the fall for this one.
We
No,
were
As much
all
as I can.
We were all involved, Rick. So others could have not got involved outside. Luna and I could have waited until the warehouse was empty.
yeah, I killed that guy.
They're not going to let one of us take the fall when we were all there. It doesn't work that way.
It's
It
true.
wasn't your fault.
It wouldn't be the right thing to do.
Do you think we should talk about Khan?
I don't
We are grown adults. We must take responsibility for.
No, so, but like
Being
just generally,
adults.
like obviously he was there as well, but he seems like a sketchy guy, and if we rat him
Well,
out,
I mean,
it might be bad consequences, but it might be worse if we don't talk about him.
I don't know how. If we're being honest, I don't know how we can not talk about that.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Also, if they saw us coming in, then who's to say that whoever saw us coming in didn't also see them?
Yeah.
And whoever murdered Tallfellow as well.
For all we
And
know,
also, I
this is
think like
entirely-
when
But didn't they say we weren't to talk about them?
yeah, but I think we're in a bit of a shit situation now, and
we're in here.
this.
I'm just. I don't. What if we get out though, and then we're in trouble with them? But we told on them.
Well, I mean,
it's
we're
a bridge
already
we
in
need to cross when
trouble.
we get to it.
Yeah, because what if we don't get out?
Yeah.
But if we
Could also
really
be in
need
trouble
them,
with Corvin as well. So
And do we talk about? I mean, we went to Lyra for advice, and she said, "Well, from my perspective, her sort of vibe was if don't ask, don't tell sort of thing, you know." So
But
we said,
then
"Hey,
if that's the case, then surely we shouldn't tell.
yeah, but we've been kicked out of the Blades now, so
No,
what allegiance do we owe to them?"
For all
I
we
meant
know,
about the
there's someone
Zentari.
outside the cell listening right now.
Yeah, maybe.
Fudging around the truth isn't going to get us anywhere. It hasn't got us anywhere. Every time we have tried, we've just dug ourselves deeper. Seems to happen this way always, and perhaps it is time to try a different tactic.
I kind of just want to go home.
I think if
Oh.
Well, I
we work
definitely
out a
don't
way
want to go
fix
home.
things,
I
No, I have no desire to go
I'm
home
gonna-
either.
I nudge Rin, and I'm like, look, whatever it is, it will be. When I hear you say I want to go home,
I just want to see our family. I know they're not a family, but you know.
well, I'm here, mate.
I'd sort of like put my head on his shoulder. That'd be bruv.
What's that? What's that like?
Yeah,
What's
you too,
what
mate.
like?
Well, having a family that's truthful and is nice to one another and doesn't try to steal your precious family heirloom every time you turn your back. Or
I don't think I've got any heirlooms. It's
I will
nice
keep what it like.
having Jack around all the time. It's nice grounding.
What is it like not to be seen as the family fuck up?
Well, we come from a temple of elves and halflings, and we're giant half-orcs, so it's a little bit.
Also makes it quite easy when you technically don't know who your family is. So.
Yeah.
I suppose.
I mean,
I'm a family of wizards and sorcerers.
we would take. Well, this backstories.
I know all I had to do was chuck you in a jail cell. Now you're fucking bonding.
There we are.
We were found on the doorstep of a temple in a little village outside Neverwinter, and we were brought up by elves and half elves. We don't even know. I mean, what half is half, you know?
no, I can't say that I do.
What?
What? What did you say? What half is half?
Yeah, we don't know if like our mum was our orc or our dad was an orc, or if we're
in fairness,
part human or part elf. Or I don't really, you know.
if your mother was an
It
orc,
was
your
very
father was a
helpful.
very brave man. And if your father was an orc, your mother was an incredibly brave woman.
Hats off to them.
A little bit graphic images in my head there, but, probably right.
Well, I think that
Well,
sounds quite exciting, actually.
Oh, I mean, we can't.
And space. That's why I did it.
You're
As you were.
a bit weird, isn't you? Saw that before when you all got all feathery. Bit weird.
What?
It's cool, but weird.
When I got all feathery.
Yeah.
Oh, when I was a bit cross, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes, it's always happened.
Well, just when you get a bit angry, you get different.
Yeah.
She has to get more than a little bit.
Yes, it's quite an extreme emotion. But I do quite enjoy hitting things, as it turns out.
It does make you feel better, doesn't it?
It does.
No.
But it's not very welcome in an environment where you care for children. even if that was never actually directed at and directed harm.
What?
What?
Carriage went by. Couldn't hear you. Someone's screaming in the next cell. Maybe bring your microphone up towards your mouth, Jen.
It is. I'm literally right here.
No, because
You probably shouldn't hit
with
children.
it up.
It doesn't stay.
You like that over it.
It doesn't stay.
That's your fault.
It's not my fault. I've had to reattach it twice this evening.
Need to get a bit of hinge.
Very happy.
Get some glue on that.
I said that getting cross isn't very welcomed in an environment where you care for children, even if that's never been directed at children and we're harming the children.
They're
In the exact same part. That's so fucking weird.
They are
The last
howling next door to stop you from finishing that sentence.
Yeah, they're getting their thumbs broken, clearly, next door.
How's it now?
So we could have pieced together the sentence.
They're on the rack.
I'm going to come over and
I don't
sort
know
that
what you want me to
microphone
do. Don't know what you want me to do.
Type it in.
Yep, because then no one watching can understand what we're talking about.
Yeah, no, what I said was getting angry isn't very welcomed when you care for children.
Yeah, we got that.
However, that seems to apply even when the only people you get angry with are the ones who are harming children.
Hey, there we go.
Okay.
Nailed it.
Fine, I'll just Shatner it. I'll just Shatner it the whole fucking rest of the session.
There you go.
Everything.
Fine.
Yes.
Also, I think it's because this
Sun on the wing.
had been knocked when it fell off earlier. Good. Yeah. So anyway, that's
Is there like debris, like rocks, like pebbles and whatnot on the floor?
A little bit, yeah.
No. I just start picking them up and throwing them at a blank wall.
So from from your cell, you can sort of, if you looking out of the gate, you can see like there's a cell opposite. It's like a few cells. So there's about 6 cells that line both sides of the walls down here. As you're all talking away, from opposite, and you hadn't really noticed because it's quite dark down here. There's like two lights down here, sort of in the main stretch that are lighting the whole place. From across the way, you just hear a voice come over as you all sort of. Oh, wasn't that fucking lovely? How touching! Lovely thing to listen to.
Oh, Christ.
You notice. You notice. The voice is coming from the cell opposite. You can see as you look now, you see a slightly shadowed figure, but you can't quite see who or what it is.
Oh, I'm glad it was a bit entertainment for you.
I mean, not much really happens down here. So what did you do?
we set fire
You
to
like
half of the dock district, and
I've
We're not at liberty to say
not.
without a lawyer present.
Yeah,
oh yes, quite.
Jacqueline
How
says,
you don't want to talk about stuff?
Jacqueline says, "Wouldn't you like to know?" You literally say, and he just stands up and walks to the corner of the room.
Banging his head against the wall. Burnt half of the dog district. Well, shit.
It was an accident. Ish.
What do I mean? That's a big accident, that.
Well, it wasn't on purpose.
No, I got
Yeah,
that by
I got
accident,
fucked up.
yes.
Well, that's not what we were going for.
Again.
And what about
accident.
you?
No, we were just going for a little burn. Is what I mean, not a big burn.
Oh, it's
Just one
amazing
went
when
off,
you.
actually.
It's amazing though, isn't it? When you set a fire somewhere where there's lots of wood, how quickly it gets bigger.
Sound like an expert. What are you in for?
Me? Oh, I've been here. No, I haven't. I'm lying. I got caught stealing the wrong thing. You watch now, like, as this figure stands up from the back of the cell and walks forward, and you see this is now like a very sort of slight, like, elven figure. You're not sure if like what elf, half elf or whatever, walks forward, and you see it's just sort of like a paler demeanor, like paler skin, this sort of scraggly black hair, bit of like a little scraggly goatee and mustache going on. And he comes forward and like leans through and on the bars of the cell. Yeah, and we've been waiting here for a week now for questioning.
What did you steal? Let you stew that long.
Well, I can't really say, but
Wait, you've been here a week?
Yeah.
I mean, we just told you we burned half the docks down. I think you could tell us something.
I did. I told you I stole something.
Well,
I don't even know your name.
Steal.
No, a week.
He looks at you, Rafe, and goes, "What'd you burn?"
We just told you what we burned.
Questioning me on and off, but yeah.
Okay, so you've been questioned already. Okay.
Expect that the people who burn half the docks will get more attention more rapidly. Was the wrong thing.
Well, I do hope so. Otherwise, we won't make our appointment on Saturday.
We're not making our appointment on Saturday, Magda.
Oh
You
dear, I
seem
was
quite
looking forward to
chipper.
a bit
I
of
mean,
shopping.
how are they treating you?
Hey, yeah, fine. Yeah, the food's shite. It's cold down here.
Well, that's positive, I guess. They're not torturing you.
Oh, not yet.
Does he have a collar on?
He doesn't have a collar on.
I'm risen.
He doesn't.
No. Risen. Nice. Is that like a collective, like, you're all risen?
It made the questioning a lot easier, wouldn't
Like
it?
flames, yeah.
No, just me.
I'm Calorus.
You who?
Nice to meet you. From over there.
Calorus.
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 One more
Right.
time.
Fuck off.
Done it.
Hey, Calvin.
Well, they obviously want back what you stole.
Yeah. Yeah, not just them, quite a few people.
Who did you steal from?
Turned out it's quite important to think I stole.
Oh, yeah? Did you know?
Fuck me. Nope.
Was it?
It's meant to be a simple
What was
job. Some fucking box.
Oh, it might be.
All of the heads went up in sync
Where else?
from you writing your note.
Watching
So all I saw
everyone's
was
head
3
just go-
heads just go, whoop.
That was so
Like
funny.
I'd already written in my
Like little
notes, did he
meerkats.
steal the box?
Like meerkats. Oh,
Some
yeah?
fucking box. Yeah.
What was in it?
Box that belonged to a
I
certain.
just don't know. I just told not to open. Came through.
Yeah.
Did
It
it,
was coming through,
Did it have
coming through
any-
town.
did it have any runes
So
inscribed
weird.
upon it?
We heard about something like that.
So don't
Not
suppose you
broken.
stole it for a guy called Torfellow, did you?
Runes. Did it have any runes inscribed upon
Aye.
it?
Yes. Yeah, it was fucking weird, actually. And I hold it. Oh, I don't know. I felt weird and cold, and just gave me the heebie-jeebies.
Do you mind if we ask who you stole it for? Who hired you? Or is that a bit?
But I mean, I've
Too
been
much
here a week. I
information,
haven't
I
told the
guess.
guards that, so I'm probably not going to tell you, eh?
It's fair
Was he
enough.
terribly good looking?
I mean, there's many terribly good-looking people in the city, my dear.
Yeah, thank you.
But was he quite good looking in a
I never met him. Them. Whoever they
Oh.
fucking were. I don't meet my clients. They hire me, I do a job, I drop shit off.
Hmm.
Do you have a name? Whether you tell us or not.
I told you my name.
No, the name for the client. Do you know who it was?
Nope, I never asked.
Where'd you pick it up?
Well, I was coming through the city on a caravan. It's not that guarded, I'll be honest. It was the job itself was easy. It was the group of guards waiting around the corner that I wasn't ready for.
Well, you said you'd been here for a week though, so you nicked it a week ago.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Then somebody, I don't know, I kind of feel like I might have been set up here because the guards were waiting, and so there was also other people waiting, and I tried to get away in the skirmish, but the box went and the guards got me.
Which guards?
Oh, the city watch. Hence me being here.
But they didn't get the box.
No, the other group that attacked got away with the box.
Do you remember anything about the other group? Like, did they have any emblems on them? Like insignia?
I don't know.
Was one a big orky chap?
No, nothing like that. They were all wearing these fucking... It's kind of weird. I was just trying to dodge the guards, and they were all there waiting. And yeah, I don't know. They were all chanting and shit, and then fucking magic started flying. And
You said they were wearing something.
the other group,
Yeah.
just robes and shit. And they were all fucking matching and...
Bit culty, yeah.
I don't know, there's like 6 of them. Does that pertain a cult? You need more?
I mean, you can have a cult of 2, mate.
I suppose.
Any
Yeah, I don't know. They were
symbols?
fucking freaky. No, I didn't see anything. I was trying to get the fuck out of there, and I got nabbed by the guards.
When you
These
dropped this
fuckers.
box and ran.
Well, these fuckers got the box. And then I ran because they were doing some weird shit. I don't get paid enough for that.
But they didn't get got by the guards. They just legged it.
Yeah, as soon as they got the box, they were gone.
Quick
Yeah,
question
you
for the
got
DM.
walk off, mate. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
How long has it been now since we saw Corvin?
They shall go in about 3 days.
Did Corvin mention about a timescale for the box being delivered?
What, for him or for you to return to him?
For him.
He did not. He just said he's been expecting a package. Look, I mean, there's no one else down here. The fucking guards don't even stay down here. It's just us, and I mean, if you want to get out, I've got an idea, but I can't do it on my own.
What's the idea?
Rin goes back to his seat. It's like now we're going to be fucking escaped criminals. Okay.
We can always stay.
You can always say no to the plan. I just want to hear
He
the
doesn't
plan.
say any of that. He doesn't say any. He just walks off and sits down, slumped.
But it's kind of rudimentary, but you can't do it on your own. But there's one guard comes down, brings food once a day. You can maybe figure out a way to him to open the cage. We'll get close enough. He's got a key.
What about the collars?
I don't have one.
I mean, that's a lot of ifs, buts, and maybes.
I'm sure there'll be some people in the city that get them off for you.
Can I inspect
I don't think
someone's
we should try
collar?
this.
Can I inspect Jackarin's collar?
Yeah, what are you looking for?
Arcana, like how are they magically doing what they're doing?
Okay, yeah. Roll me Arcana.
What can we do, Dad? Arcana is +0.
Unlock me,
Well, that's shit, isn't it?
Can I help?
You're not Yolta.
I don't think
Yeah,
you
if you want
need to. 19.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Oh, okay, you did fine.
You did
I
fine.
mean, I can't
Well
fucking
done.
guidance myself, you
I did.
prick.
I did a lot less than fine.
Yeah, 19.
19. So
I'm
you
like, I can
see.
do magic. I must know about magic. Nope.
So as the thing you notice that you have noticed since you've been in here is that the runes carved into the collar, when they were first put on you, they glowed. Since entering the prison, they've stopped. They are dull.
Okay.
So there's, as you go to like try and detect anything or get anything, you're not getting much outward right now. But as you start to look at this collar, you see that there is almost no seam from where they clipped it on. There is no visible keyhole. There is nothing, and you can see that it's clearly activated somehow, but you can't figure out.
Can I read
how.
the runes?
Oh, what languages do you read?
Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Orc.
Common, Dwarvish. Yes, you can. They're Elvish.
What do they say?
They basically pertain to this is a barrier spell.
Okay.
And you gleam with a 19. I would say you basically figure out that the activation of the collar is if the person wearing it tries to use magic. You can't entirely figure out what the outcome would be.
I am gonna cast guidance
On yourself.
Mhm.
So you cast guidance. You instantly feel this rumble, like around your collarbones, around your neck. The rest of you see the runes, these glow this bright orange on Rin's collar. The spell falters in your hand, so you go to do it and it just fizzles.
Mm.
Can you roll me a con save?
14.
14. The dice have rolled. The spell fizzles in your hand. You feel this rumble around start to sort of reverberate, but at first it feels like a numbness, and then it's almost like a shooting pain that goes straight down to your toes. The rest of you watch as he goes rigid in his armor, and you like gasp for air as you're doing this, and your whole body begins to shake and convulse for around like 5-6 seconds. You take 11 points of force damage.
Ouch.
11 points of force damage, and the rest of you watch, like, it only lasts a few seconds, but like you see almost like every vein in Rin's neck, it's like popping out in his arms, where his arms any bit that's visible outside of his clothes and his armor and his robes. And then you watch this, like, it lets you go and you just slump and you're like, fuck.
I instantly try and catch you as you fall down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy.
I like to scream. And then the closest thing to me, which is probably, unfortunately, Jackarin, are you in armor as well? Don't know if you would. I'd sort of punch him in the breastplate.
Yeah, I'd say you won't really take any damage. It's sort of like a fucking hell, like a what's it punch, but yeah, it reverberates through you. You like go to catch him as you do, he fucking hits you and shouts fuck you, like shit.
As you
I've just punched him, like, oh fuck, sorry.
It's all right. Look, and I like sit you down back on the bench where we were sat, and I get on like eye level with you, and I'm like, we need to stay here and do what's right.
You're right. We did it.
And I just sit I sit back on the bench next to you.
Well, I don't think that we should. I think that we should leave.
Fine.
She's got the right idea, see?
Well, nobody's ever treated me fairly, and no one's ever treated me justly. Why should I sit here and wait for justice? I don't know these people. I don't know what they're going to do.
But we
did the thing.
We did it.
I know we did the thing, but you asked whether or not we could fix the thing, and we can't fix the thing sat in prison, can we?
No, but
We can't fix the thing anyway. It's done.
No,
We don't even know how we can fix it.
What'd you say, El?
I said, Luna just perks up. It's like, I'm with Magda.
I didn't leave my home, chase out of my home, really, to come here and try doing something right and good, just to end up sat in a mouldy prison. It's terribly dirty down here.
You got your cloth.
Do I have my cloth? No, I don't. And I don't like it.
Look, it's one knocked out guard. You don't even have to hurt him. We take the key, we find a back way out. I'll take you to somewhere where you can lay low and make a plan.
You know what these collars are? I've never seen them. We're new to the city.
Sorry, what?
Asking about the collars.
The collars? Well, I think you just figured that one out there, didn't you, pal?
Well, I know what they do.
Does Indara know anything about them at all? Based on age and parent?
I'm going to say because of
parent.
Two of you I'm going to let roll here. They're the two most likely to have heard of these. Indara and Wraith. Can you both please roll history?
Yeah.
Why not? Don't.
Okay.
The
I think that's
17.
a 13.
Yeah, 17.
17 and
15. 15. 13 plus 2.
so Indara, you've heard of these through your father and your brother. You didn't actually know if they were real, and these are fairly new. These are almost a very new addition to the coast itself. These are called. You've heard the name was bounced around in like academic studies. Talk to your father, hearing them speak over things. So these are called Knoll brand collars. Wraith, you've seen these before. You've seen lots of these before, and you just remembered where. And they were at home.
Oh, damn.
The collars are quite new. I doubt there's anyone in the city who knows how to get them off.
So, by that
My
thingy,
father-
do I know how to get it off? Sorry, question. PM question.
No, what you remember. I try not to say without giving much away. You remember being at home.
Would I can imagine, like, would she share this information, Jackie? Or would he?
I don't
share
know.
this information? That's what I was saying.
I'll tell her because I'll tell her, and then she can decide that. You remember being at a family meeting and the production of the new thing was being discussed, and then a few weeks later, you never took much care or notice really with these things. You weren't always ever really that asked. But now it comes back. There was, in the warehouses, there were lines of these things all being produced.
Damn.
underneath the family name.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
I like fidget with my collar. I'm like, because it's still like sort of stinging.
I mean, my father and brother, they were talking about them, but in an academic sense, it was like they weren't even sure they were being produced. I don't think there's anyone in the town who can get them off us. I think they're too
Then
new.
it sounds like we've got to stay here.
Because, I mean, I'm effectively like useless. Other than like hitting someone. And I don't want to hit anymore.
Well, I do.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Either way, I'm not spending the rest of my life with this thing on my neck.
No, I don't want to either, but I don't. I mean, we're not in like a totalitarian state or anything. We've done something and they've caught us.
I think if we're honest and we can change their minds, we can get out of here fairly.
Last time I owed up to something, I lost my home.
Well, at that point, that's when like maybe we should go the proper route, and then if it goes to shit, then that's the option.
But what if it's too late? The last time I told the truth about something, no one believed me until after I'd already gone, and then nobody made any effort to come and get me back.
Well,
What's the point?
Between us now, I think I've got the back.
But what about the guards? What about this place? It was a genuine mistake. We were told to do a thing, and we did the thing, and now here we are being punished for doing the thing. And do you see Mr. Handsome Man coming to help us now? No.
I don't think he's gonna.
No, well, I don't think he is either.
But I think we need to voice our defence. Otherwise, we're just going to be on the run. We're going to be wanted.
Exactly.
And we're going to be
first time.
We'll be in even more trouble.
Well, exactly. You know, it's just going to pile shit on shit. We need at least.
I'd rather you didn't use that analogy.
Oh,
I'm already finished.
But that's exactly what it's going to be. That's exactly what it's going to be.
Shan't.
Right. If we break out of here,
it's just going to add another charge to it.
We're not going to be able to stay in Neverwinter. Us three will lose our home. We've been here for 10 years now.
Not only are we going to be charged with arson and disturbing a pig, whatever the fucking charges were, we're going to escape from prison and being like, it's just going to add to it and add to it and add to it. We need to defend ourselves.
I don't want to be a criminal on the run. I don't want any of us to be a criminal on the run.
At least try. And then if it all goes to shit, then we run.
But they're not. How
are we gonna
we're just going to go to prison.
Decided? Yeah. We'll be stuck in prison.
We're already
on the
in
end
prison.
of a rope.
But that's what I mean. This isn't. There are no beds here. There's no toilets. We're not going to be here forever. This isn't the final place for us. It's only going to get worse. We're going to die.
I point over to Matey and I'm like, he's been here for, what was it, a week?
At least.
Yeah.
And you've been questioned.
That was wrong voice.
You've been questioned a couple of times already, haven't you?
I have, yeah, why?
Yeah, that's right.
How many witnesses did you have?
What I'm saying is, it feels like we've been handed an escape route on a silver platter.
Well, you're going to have to work. It's sort of half a plan. I've got a plan up to the door, but after that, we kind of have to wing it.
See, it's not even really a plan. There are loads of guards
with wings.
Did you see those two massive ones right by the door?
Speaking for me and Jack,
and we've got no weapons.
Very noticeable. And
no magic.
exactly.
Well, I might be able to be less
do
noticeable.
anything.
No, I mean, I'm a 6'2" orc.
But I might be able to be less noticeable.
Oh well.
And how are you going to get your stuff back? We don't even know where it is.
I have everything I need.
Where's Barry?
Where is Barry? Did they leave him on my head? Dorcas.
They must have
They've
taken
been checked.
Barry.
You did ask.
I can't check. I've had my hands in manacles, and I did ask when we left you.
What?
Stop shouting over there. Stop it.
Censorship against the DM. Don't anger the DM when we're in prison.
You're right, Jackie.
I said-
We're cranking on the rack again.
You said when we left, Dorcas was in my hair. Have they taken him off me?
Just quick check.
No, still in
Is he still there?
Still there.
Well, then I have everything I need. I would quite like to get my cloth back.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, all of our stuff that we had with
I
us
would
is
like
taken.
my bow.
We don't have any weapons.
Show our hands.
have I got my harmonica?
No.
You can't play that prison.
Maybe there is a god.
Yeah,
I lean
yeah.
I lean
I'm
towards
sorry.
the bars
Do you hear prison blues at all in here? And
I lean towards the bars to Kelleris and shout across. Do you know where they keep our stuff when they take it away?
Out there, I presume. There'll be an evidence room nearby. We can swing by on the way out.
What's the what are the bars made of?
Iron.
Yeah.
Iron
Metal.
bars. Joe, fucking, I've got so much written down, and you always find the one thing I haven't written down. What are the bars made of?
pretty sure that's
Fucking
literally our
sponges.
job.
Sponges, you could have been out already.
No
No,
bars.
they're just thick. They're just thick cast iron bars,
Yeah.
like set into the stone.
Yeah.
Oh, if only we were in that prison of milk.
No milky prison.
The tea and milk prison.
Yeah, that would have been great.
That's American microwaves.
Oh, no.
Show our hands.
Oh, God.
Who's willing to stay
Oh.
and see what
Oh,
happens?
God.
Who's willing to try and get out?
I'm willing to stay until we have a better plan than get to the door.
Oh
Quite a
no!
long way between out there and
Stay.
in here.
Who's
I
voting
don't
to
want to
stay?
be here. I don't want to be here.
Stay.
But
You going in for a vote? Who's staying?
I slowly turn my head to Rin.
So yeah, hands up. Who's staying?
I'm with you. Whatever you say, Jack.
I have no idea. I didn't count anyone. Everyone kept their hands up at
It's
different
three.
times, so I couldn't do that. So
It was 3.
Hands up if you're staying in prison. Go.
Yes. That's what I'm trying to
hands
tell
up with Jacqueline's hands up.
Resident is not voting either way. She's just going to
One,
look
two,
really stressed
three,
because she doesn't know what to do.
Okay.
I think me and Magda have shown what we want to do.
Well, I mean, what's your plan then? What wait till we get questioned, hope that we get brought back here?
No, my
No.
plan is to wait until we have a better idea, then get to that door. There's a long, long way between here and the front door,
And a lot of people.
or even the nearest back door. We don't know where that is.
And I don't want to have to
That
fight
door, we
guards. They
can't
ain't done nothing wrong.
Exactly. Once we get to that door, we have to get past every single guard in the building.
Well, I
Which
can
is
knock a
why we
couple
should
out,
stay.
but I don't want to.
This is why I'm voting we stay until we have a better idea for how to get out of here.
Also,
I want to be in here, Indara.
Technically, all of
I
this.
want to be in here. Do you think I like being in here? But if we just run for the door, enact this plan of knock the guard out, get to the door, then what?
Makes us look really guilty as well.
Yeah,
Well, I
let's
mean,
just
so.
racking up the
Great.
list of
In
things
fairness.
we've done.
I mean, a pro-con list.
No, as if we try and escape, we're
That's what I'm saying.
already being done for arson, for aggravated.
That's what I was saying earlier. It's like,
and then
attempted escape. It's just double. And I was like,
I reckon between all of us, we wouldn't be attempted.
I don't think you should be speaking anymore, lad.
Oh shit! Okay.
Just give it some time to settle and think. We don't know the layout. We don't know how many guards there are.
It's such an unknown thing, and I think escaping is just going to make our situation worse.
Look,
last time we made a plan, we didn't stick to it anyway, and look, we are.
So let's not make a plan.
Let's just play it by ear for a moment.
I just kind of sidle up to Luna and I just say, I don't want anything to happen to you. The guards here will be shooting to kill. I don't want anything to happen to you.
Okay.
I go and sit on a stool in a huff.
All of this started with us trying to do something good. Why don't we go back to that?
Yeah.
And in the end, I know it's going to sound soppy, and I know we've only just met. So let's stick together.
No throwing anyone under the bus. Carriage.
Yeah, exactly. No throwing anybody under the bus carriage.
All of this started because we tried to do something good. At the end of the day, technically, they might know what's gone on with that item.
I think, when we're questioned, I think we should talk about everything. We tell them, talking about your pretty guy, talking about Khan, talking about everything we saw in the warehouse, how a fire started accidentally. And I dart my eyes to Luna.
Actually, were the rest of us out of the warehouse when Luna set it on fire?
I think only I noticed.
No, you were all sort of leaving, as she said,
Yeah.
So there's no one.
So you were out of the room, but you were still in the warehouse.
I don't think anybody's eyes would have been on her setting the fire.
No, you were too busy because the guards were coming. You were getting ready to run.
I feel quite worried
Talk
about this.
Talk about everything. I think we should lay everything on the table.
I agree.
What's that phrase?
Will out.
What's that phrase? What is it? Don't burn all your bridges, which apparently doesn't mean actually burning the bridges. What are we going to do if we get out? No one's going to want to speak to us. We've been kicked out of the Blades. If we talk about the other people, then they're not going to either, and then we're going to be.
Yeah, we won't be in
Who
prison.
cast silence on Magda? Give it up.
we won't be in prison, hopefully.
But
Am I allowed to talk yet?
Sure.
You look like me to see with his hand in the air, like through the bars of the cell. I mean, this is all very noble and touching and shit, but I'm sensing you don't really understand why you're here. Well, no, not why you're here, but why what you've done. I'm sensing you don't really understand what you've done. And I'm going to tell you now, if that Karn that you've just mentioned is a Karn that I know, you might want to stay in here.
So, big orc fella, yeah?
Dark Fist.
Yeah.
Scared of a woman. We don't know who she is.
Scared of a woman.
You got dealings
Yeah,
with
she's
her.
going on about.
Scared
Yeah,
of who?
she.
I'm guessing we're talking about the right people, yeah?
Yeah, he kept on mentioning a her and a she, like his boss.
It's Zentarum.
Yeah.
Well, come on,
I wouldn't talk about him or her if I were you.
You're already in here.
Yeah, I know. I can clearly see that. I don't see your point, though.
You told us everything else.
I tell you what, I'm just trying. You snubbed my plan of escape, and I accept that. That's fine, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna give you one friendly warning. If you mention the Zents and you get out of here, she will find you. And she will know.
I look over to Jack and I was like, cross that bridge.
We don't.
You can't cross a bridge if you've burnt it already.
What would she do to us?
I'm guessing that his attitude, murderous.
Or worse.
I know.
There's worse things than murder.
There is, yes.
Torturous.
Let's just say people that upset her, don't see them again in any shape or form.
Well, that's what I was worried about.
Outside
If
of
we're
DM.
gonna stay,
Dead stick.
if we're gonna stay here and face it, we're not mentioning anything about them.
Okay.
Okay, how does that work though? Is there
We left before they turned up. We didn't see them.
Okay.
So how would we know that they were there?
Okay, fair.
For all we know, they turned up, we ran off.
What if the same witnesses that saw us do all the shit has seen people come in, recognised them?
We ran. We didn't speak to them.
Okay. But we were in there for a good 20 minutes chatting and searching.
We ran.
This...
If I'm understanding correctly, that what Luna is saying is that we're lying.
Oh my goodness.
Then
I'm a very
we could have been anywhere else. We could have been anywhere else in the building. Well, you're not patient today, I'll tell you that.
I mean...
But we could have been anywhere else in the building.
Anyone who wants to can roll me a quick insight.
On Matey Boy?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Just a quick insight.
No, I mean, I've got fuck all, but...
19.
15.
Insight begins with I. Oh, no, it's wisdom. I thought it was intelligence.
Dirty
12.
20.
A 21.
Nice.
A 10.
So, whilst you're
10.
chatting, everyone but Wraith, who's found just an interesting stone.
Also 10.
It's a nice stone. I'm going to call it Stony and puts it in his pocket.
Stony McStone face.
Who shows that to Magda?
Everyone else, when Lyra was explaining the situation, as you're now talking about this, you do recall she never mentioned anything about Khan. She never actually mentioned anything about you running from the guards. Almost like the cut-off point in her story was literally the fight.
Okay.
What if... Because do you remember Khan said he had scouts and he saw everything that we did? What if they're the same people that are giving them information to the Blade?
What if somebody is lying to us?
Often. I'll count myself among the naive of most people, but I think everyone's lying.
Mm.
It's feeling like we can't trust anyone anymore.
Except each other?
Except each other.
So we wait.
We don't mention anything about him or
Okay.
her. And
I
if I
think
recall
it's-
correctly, they didn't mention much about the fire apart from it just happened.
Yeah, I mean, there was no
Kind
one
of-
else around when it started.
You know
Accidentally.
what's funny? That hole was smoking a bit when we were in the office.
Yeah,
was.
yeah,
It was
exactly. Yeah.
What if someone, one of the people who worked there, knocked over a candle?
That is what
Perhaps.
happened.
Yeah, knocked over an oil
No,
lamp.
no, Rin, it's not. I was just doing the thing that Luna was doing.
But now
Oh, were you doing
I
the thing that Luna
feel
was
like
doing?
Jen is immensely enjoying this.
I feel like so too.
I'm loving it. This is brilliant. To watch
Indara
everyone's
is
faces.
The other
looking at our new friend through the bath, and now she's thinking, and she's not in a very happy place while she's thinking.
You look troubled. I mean,
Yeah, it's
probably because you're in
it's-
prison.
Oh no, I sort of expected that at some point. Just curious. My friend didn't mention anything about what was it you called them? The Zents?
You said you didn't want to talk about Karn.
We
I
didn't
just heard the
mention
name.
Khan before you brought it up.
And did.
She's pushing. Leave her be.
I do shit.
She's pushing it. No, your friend definitely said we should be truthful about everything, including Karn.
Yeah, I
Many
did.
Karns didn't get discussed in a prison, so
And I said he
they
was a
kind of
diggle.
just.
And I said that he
all right,
talks
mate,
about
all right.
her.
Yeah. I stamp
Yeah,
on his
you
Look,
foot.
I think your friend is clearly trying to get at something here.
He's so good at fudging around the truth when we don't want him to be, and then spilling all the truth when we don't want him to. So good.
No, I was talking about you. You're
I
clearly
look over
trying
to
something
Jack and I'm
here.
like, I look over to Jack and I'm like, oh, feels like we're 15 again.
But what is it that you were trying to get out of me? You were clearly
I
pushing
want
for
to know where you
something.
stand. Why are you interested in helping us?
I would be interested in helping anybody that came into this prison if it meant me getting out with them. I'm not trying to help you. I'm helping me. I can't escape on my own.
We can't escape with these. Collars will stop us. Most of our strength is in either our weapons, which we have, or our magic, which we don't have.
There's plenty of magic. I mean, if you could get into the Undervale somewhere like that, they'll be able to take them off.
We've got to get out of here first.
Do you know how?
Into the Vale.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
might.
you might or you can.
I might. It's kind of a members only club.
Yeah.
Can you remember?
Could be.
My goodness, straight talk, mate.
I'm gonna do it.
Well, I fucking know. I've got contacts, but I can't contact them in here, can I?
I need some like yeses and nos, not fucking. You're entrusted.
All right. If I get out of prison, could I contact a few people that might be able to get us into the Undervale? Yes.
Thank you.
So speaking of
only
what
if I
you
get
can
out of
count
here.
to in
Yeah.
prison, do you have any plan for us to get from here to the outside world armed with nothing but a few rocks?
It's not exactly nothing.
Well, no, because I'm in the same position you're in, but we get a key, we get out the cells, that's a start, right? And then we just improvise the rest.
And Dara's right, we
Yes.
have nothing. We have no magic, no weapons, no nothing. And that room
we
is
don't have
full.
no weapons.
We don't have no weapons.
We don't have
double negative.
no weapons.
Yeah,
He's having a stroke.
We are very
we
light.
have no weapons. We don't have no weapons because
Don't have-
having
No.
no weapons is a double negative. I think
No,
that's what she's doing.
No. I think she's.
I
doing
hold my
something
stick
else.
up.
Oh,
We don't have no weapons.
so we have one weapon.
Oh my
We
god.
have a weapon.
Oh, God's taking me now.
Look, I mean, if you want to take the vote again, but
Look, it's a fucking prison. The evidence room will be nearby. We get out, we find the way. I mean, your friend there looks like she fucking slipped by most places unnoticed.
I'm going to take Jacker into the corner of the cell for a sidebar.
Sure.
What are we doing?
What's right?
But we're not in here.
But there's other ways to get out.
How?
We tell them what they already know.
Well, then we're going to be in prison.
Not necessarily.
Because the things that we're accused of happened.
Yes, but the truth goes a long way.
It does, but I
You
think...
know that.
Yeah, of course it does. But I think if we tell the truth, it's just going to be, instead of death or life imprisonment, it's going to be, 10 years or whatever.
But, I mean, it might be interesting to find out what the guards and what this side of the city actually knows about the danger they might be in.
I
mean, we've only ever heard the story about the 3 people that we're looking at from the Blade's perspective.
I don't think we can do anything whilst we're imprisoned. I think to have any
All right.
effects...
I
need
put
to
my
be
hand on
out
his
here.
shoulder and I go, what does your brain tell you that you should do?
That we need to not be in here.
Right? And what does your heart tell you?
That I need to protect. That I need to protect these people that we're with.
And what does your faith tell you?
Nothing.
And Jackarin really cocks his head and is, what do you mean?
I ain't got any more faith, bruv.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Whoa.
I thought Thalia's path went weird.
He straightens himself properly up, almost to the point where he suddenly seems a bit taller, and is and says in a very different voice, "Looks like I'll have to have faith for the both of us."
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Leave and protect these people.
Then I will go with whatever decision you make.
I love you.
And he nods at you, and then turns around and joins the rest of the group.
As I turn, a little bit of more cheers come back to me, but very little, like 1%. Right, let's get out of here.
Oh shit, okay.
Okay.
Well, that was a 10.
Magda?
Yeah.
You want me con save, please?
Yeah.
What did you do?
I think Jen just did what I was about to ask about, to be honest.
I got a 2 for 7.
A 2.
That doesn't sound good.
That does not sound good.
Did you do what I think you did?
I don't know. You don't. You have
I know
suspicions,
you
but you
so
don't know
well.
this thing.
You did something stupid, is what I'm
As
asking.
players, I think
Oh, yes. Well, no.
in rage.
Yes and no.
So
Your
Jackarin,
cards.
Slightly stupid.
Jackarin, as you turn back to the rest of the group after talking to him. Sorry, I just need some more dice.
No, fuck.
What do you mean?
Oh no!
Brother.
As you turn
Goes
around
into
to
full,
referee,
like-
you all see as these players turn back around having that little conversation in the corner. And you've been sort of away across the other side of the cell. So you can sense it was tense, and you're trying to give them some privacy. As you guys turn back around, you see sat on the bench where she sat when she was having a little huff. Magda's collar suddenly glows
Oh no.
bright.
Oh no.
You watch as her whole body goes like straight in the seat, almost like she's like perpendicular to the seat now.
Fucking
And
Stranger
she
Things.
is like she's like groaning, and her whole body, same as like you saw with Rin, is just convulsing, but like outstretched, like veins pop in. It's almost like she's going into rage.
I'd want to rush over to her.
Okay, wait, what are you doing?
I'm sort of like grabbing the collar and seeing if I can absorb any of the.
You gonna grab the collar?
Yeah, just sort of. I want to. I don't know how it works, but I want to sort of like take some of the damage.
As you touch the collar, you are vaulted backwards.
Fair.
The rest of you see this like boom, and you watch as Rin just slams into the wall on the opposite side of the cell.
Oh, good.
Magda still fucking like
You can't
like
make
this,
decisions
and
now.
you rolled a 2, yeah.
I've got 7.
You got 7. That makes it better.
Yeah.
That's one dice out of the 17 I've just picked
I
up.
was about to say, just drop one of the dice.
Oh no!
What did you do?
This is changing my plans of what I was about to do.
You're welcome. Maybe not.
What's your max
Thank you.
What, Jen?
Fuck off
Yeah.
with that comment. It's HP.
What's your
What?
max HP?
1000.
1000.
I'll just look at shit in a minute.
48. 48.
48. So if he's done,
Well, that's all right.
if he's done
What does that mean?
It's all right.
102.
That's all right. You
102.
take 25 points of force damage,
Oh, whatever.
and you slump to the floor.
I'm quiet.
And Indara is going to go to Magda and just like deal next to her.
What condition am I in? Incapacitated.
No, you're a bit sore now.
Oh, okay.
You just ow.
All right. Okay. I slumped down on the floor, like just whimpering.
Indara is going to go and sit with her.
What's your staff made out of? Your Bloodroot Guard.
Wood. He was born from a tree,
Oh
He
yeah.
wasn't. as it turns out. He's a tree man. Yes. Not.
Although I've just seen that. Sorry, DM.
Yeah.
I need to test because my magic is slightly different.
Gamer.
And I just want to. Do I have my ring still on me?
Yes. They saw no reason to take a dirty ring off a dirty girl.
Yeah.
No, shouldn't have said that. No, I haven't said it. I heard it. Yeah.
That's a short.
Oh, look,
yeah.
it's already
I said it. I said it and I heard it.
Turns out Damien's in the prison with us.
Yeah.
Luna's gonna.
Don't drop that soap.
Luna's gonna cut her palm with a dirty ring. Apparently.
Fucking tetanus as well.
It's
Look, I
less
said
dirty, 'cause
it and I heard it straight away. Can we just move on? All right.
I think Magda did clean
Okay.
your ring.
You did.
She's thinking about
You
it.
did.
Oh yeah, you
Why?
Give the ring.
Yeah.
That's dirty girl with a clean ring.
Dirty girl with a
girl.
clean ring.
But yeah, as far as the guard was concerned, it looks like a ring, so they're not going to take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna cut my palm with it and try and summon my blood whip.
Oh, I don't think this is going to go well.
I don't
If
think
it's,
it is either.
it's gonna probably be the same thing, but I don't. If it's a certain type of magic, I was just gonna see if this would activate it.
You
Throw the place down.
sort of flick your finger into your palm like you normally do to make the little incision. As you do, They just whoosh, and the rest of you see this blood whip appear from Luna's hand.
Damn.
Hey.
And I just look down at her and go, well, we have another thing to use.
Prison just fucking cheers in the corner.
It's pretty gross.
Oh, pretty gross. You've been
Yeah,
on
I
me all the time since the warehouse.
I've been trying to look after you, and all you've
Sometimes.
given.
Wow.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Yeah, that's awesome. Let's go. You're awesome. Let's go.
She like full on clicks her neck around like she's like it's like that proper like and looks at the guy on the other cell.
For me, it's
Right,
like
so
waiting.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Here, there's been a fucking hell of a lot of flip flopping. Are you saying you're in now?
yeah.
I think so.
I
Magda, you good?
I let the bit drop, by the way. I just let it. Well, it goes back in or drops or whatever it does.
Yeah. Right then, what I would say is, by my reckoning, we've probably got about 3 or 4 hours until they bring some food, if they don't come and question you first. So I'd get comfy and we figure this out.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm gonna look up at Andara. I'm like still on the floor. I can't do the thing with this on.
I had a feeling.
Not.
This is why I was dubious about trying to get out.
I thought I could do the thing, and then I would be able to get out, and no one would know it was me.
Could I test the? Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
I just don't know. I thought that it might finally come in useful.
It will be useful, but not when you have a collar on that stops any sort of or nearly, apparently, any sort of magic. And your thing is magic.
But it's part of me.
I know. My magic.
I mean, it's not like I can turn it off.
Just have
I
to.
can't. But what if I do it by accident? I'm gonna look at the blood sugar bar, and I'm just gonna speak out loud. What about you? Are you still in there?
Been nothing.
Well, I mean, we might still have a weapon. I don't know. I don't do anything to make that work.
If you cannot do the thing, I suspect you do more than you realize when you do the thing. You should be careful. That's all we can do.
At this point, you hear a heavy lock turn and click as you hear the door down the other end of the cells open. You hear the creaking of hinges. You hear heavy footsteps along a stone floor as Eric Vale appears in front of your cell.
Oh.
And we'll leave it there for tonight.
Dun dun dun.
What's his name? Is it Eric Vale?
Carrot. With a K.
Like carrot.
Eric. Jesus Christ.
Superstar.
Sorry,
that was
something
no,
very
that's
loud
not
just
allowed.
fell down. At the door.
Well, that was only a minorly stressful.
It's fine.
I'm sure I'm going to go to sleep and have a great time. All that guilt
Absolutely
tripping.
brilliant. We're set. We're gonna be on the lam.
Fucking
On the lam.
I don't know what you want from me.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
I am very excited to be on the lam. We have not done a prison break before.
I want you to not put witnesses.
I was actually very surprised. Maxter was really pushing this. Like, yeah.